So guys, the new patch has released and I'm going to show you guys my full Elite Division custom tactics. I'm currently in the top 200 in the world, so you guys know for peace of mind that these tactics do work at the very highest level of FIFA. If you're watching this video and it has less than 300 likes, please do hit that like button and subscribe, and I promise I will help you become a better FIFA player. Road to 100k, but I can only do it with you guys' help, so hit that sub button. Guys, before we do hop into the main part of the video, I recommend you checking out the service myself and another creator, Zelonius, run together. It is the Underdog Gaming Patreon. All different tiers to suit your FIFA needs will help you improve at FIFA 100%. Do feel free to get involved. The link will be in the description. So let's get into these tactics. I'm going to show you all 4 of the custom tactics that I use. I know a lot of you like having it all in one video, so I'm going to show you guys them. You can set these up and basically try and play the same way I'm playing on FIFA 23. So this is the current team. Quite a few like fill-in players here at the minute. Like Marquez probably won't last, but it's not too important like the team I'm using. I'll tell you the specifics of what you want in each position anyway. So we're going to start off. It is the 4-4-2, but the defensive variation. This is what I actually use to see out a game. The 4-2-3-1 is normally seen as the more defensive, but this version of the CDMs I actually really like, because you get sort of 2 banks of 4 with the actual defense, and then a midfield that drops back as well. I really like it. So we have balance, 65 on the whip, 45 on the depth, direct passing. You guys can see everything you need here. That is how I line it up in game. What's vital is that your left and right mids are really quick, but it also helps if they're quite physical, because they're going to be getting back, helping out with the defense. And if they're quite big players, you know, quick and physical, it means they can actually defend a little bit as well. In terms of the CDMs, not really too important as long as they can defend. And I do like to have ones that are also good on the ball, as it helps you play out, you know, of press and stuff like that. So in terms of the instructions, I've got getting behind on both of the strikers. For the left and right mids, this is important. You want get in behind, but also come back on the defense. So basically what's going to happen is they're going to come back and fill in and help you defend. But then also, they're going to get in behind on the counter-attack. So you can transition out of defense really well using this. For the CDMs, I've just got them on balance for everything. Because they're CDMs, they drop back anyway. And I feel like if I have them both to stay back, I just don't have enough going forward. So even though this is a more defensive formation, I just have them on balance. It works very well because they're natural CDMs anyway. People ask me a lot why I use cover wing. It doesn't actually mean that your CDMs sit and cover the wing. If you read the description there, it defends the open wing if the teammate isn't marking, which isn't really going to happen here. But what it means is, say just for example that Mbappe he's just come from on an attack, he's well out of position. If they've got a winger free, Valverde will shift over then and cover it. So it's actually a good one to have on, and I recommend it. If you see here, in terms of the back line, you just want to stay back while attacking on your fullbacks. And that is literally it. That's the defensive 4-4-2 that I use to see out games. And you also can attack in this. So I think it's quite balanced and it works very well. Obviously, we do have the low depth as well. So that is the 4-4-2 defensive, and I recommend using that to see out games. So next up, we do have the 4-3-2, and this is what I start a lot of my games in, or at least I did until I used this 4-3-3, but we'll talk more about that next. So the 4-2-2, this is very, very viable. I use a press after possession loss. I really like press after possession loss on this game. I feel like you just get a lot of free goals. Even though players do get pulled out of position, the amount of free opportunities you get just by winning the ball back, like, it is absolutely crazy, and I can't recommend it enough. 72 depth gives us the auto offside traps as well, and they're just very, very useful. Direct passing, 70 on the whip, 7 players in the box. This is quite an attacking setup. I think you guys will enjoy it. This is how I line it up in game. Basically what you want is just quick, wide players. I could consider also swapping like Mbappe and Ginola there, although it's not really too important. You just want quick wide players, quick strikers, as you do in every formation really. The CDMs are actually quite important, especially because you're playing on press after possession loss. They do get up the pitch, so it's better to have ones that are actually good on the ball and can offer in the attack as well. In terms of the instructions, we've got get in behind and stay forward on the strikers. I just leave balanced on the cams. So with the basic defense support, they will come back and help when needed, and then stay back while attacking on the CDMs as well. And I may just try this with the cover wing too, but for some reason I've just always had cover centre on my 4-2-2 and it works very well. It's not the craziest difference in the world. Stay back while attacking on all the defenders, and because this is a bit more of an aggressive setup, I do use step up on all of the defenders as well. Basically what that does, if you don't know, is when they pass the ball into their striker or winger, your defender will just get tight to them and not allow them as much on the ball. So it's a little bit more risky, but it's just easier to win the ball back. So that is my 4-2-2. It's very good for, you know, getting at and attacking at teams, and it's also fairly balanced as well, especially with 2 CDMs set to stay back. It offers defensive support, but also essentially 4 forward players, and I find it very easy to attack in. Next, we have my main formation, and I did do a separate video on this as well, so if you want to see how that plays in game, go back to my last video on the channel, and you guys are going to see this in game, in action. It is crazy, this 4-3-3, the 5th variation with the false 9. It is absolutely insane. I go a lot more in depth in the other video, so be sure to check that out, and I'll explain, you know, exactly how it works. But this formation and tactics, like with the instructions, it is absolutely insane for attacking. And as I explained in that video, I didn't expect it to work like this, because when you hear the 4-3-3 false 9, you're not really thinking this is meta, but trust me, in game, I've never seen anything like it. So press after possession loss, 72 on the depth again. Forward runs, like I say, I explained more in depth in the previous video. So if you're interested in this formation specifically, go and check that out. I go a lot more in depth. So forward runs, 70 on the width, 6 players in the box. That is how we set it up in game. You can have basically another attacker at centre mid, because as you're going to see, we do have the centre mid set to go forward. This is extremely attacking. You're going to score a lot of goals, and it's also not that bad defensively either, as you'll see. So we do have the CDM set to stay back and cut the passing lanes, and then all the defenders set to stay back as well. So you always have your back 5, but you also have literally a front 5. So you have the 2 CDMs on get forward and get into the box. It is so attacking, man. Stay central and get in behind on the centre forward. And then stay forward, cut inside, get in behind, and get into the box for the wingers. And you guys want to go and check out the examples on the last video, because you're just going to see how many attacking options you get. It is absolutely crazy. You're going to rip through your opponent's defense using this, and I thoroughly recommend checking out that previous video. So finally, it is the 4-2-4 formation. This one is also very, very good. This is just obviously for the all-out press. The formation isn't the be-all and end-all when using an all-out press, because your players just sort of fly up everywhere anyway with the constant pressure. But it is a constant press, 100 depth setup. You can see that we have the direct passing, all the players into the box, maximum players for all the set pieces. This is just for when you're chasing a game, need to get back into it, and just need a goal, you know, right now. It's that sort of setup. So you can see you've just got a front 4 there. It works very, very well. We've got stay forward, cut inside, and get in behind. So you're essentially getting like 4 strikers, and when you've got that many options running in behind, it just makes it nigh on impossible for your opponent to mark all the options, and you just are going to get chances. Obviously, with an all-out press formation like this, you are going to be left a little bit exposed defensively, but it's for getting a goal back at the end of the day. So get in behind and stay forward on the strikers as well. Get forward on both of the centre mids. Join the attack and overlap on the fullbacks. And this is just going to be your absolute best chance of getting back into games. I really like how you have the front 4. I have experimented with other formations for an all-out press as well, such as the the 3-4-3, sorry. But I find that this one works very, very well. And I also like having a back four still. Even though the left and right backs do get back a lot. Get forward a lot. So that is those are my tactics, guys. As you can see, it works very well for me. I am in the elite division and playing very well against pro players and stuff. So I think these tactics will help you out. Do try and leave a like, subscribe if you did enjoy the video. I'm here to help you get better at FIFA. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it helps you. I'll catch you on the next one, and peace.